2009, if I remember correctly, just looking for, a charity bike ride to work with a couple different organizations. We've landed on prostate cancer because between a lot of family members and whatnot, we realized that was a void that was missing. There's breast cancer awareness, there's every other cancer awareness, but most people don't think about prostate cancer awareness because, number one, as you said, it is a very slow-moving cancer. A lot of people do not get checked, and even if they do, the doctor says, hey, well, you know what? We can work through something, or we can work through it, or, we can do surgeries or so forth. And most men just say, all right, well, you know what? If it's not going to do anything, I'll just live with it. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not one that you should just live with. As long as it's detected early, it's completely treatable. And, it just needs to be in people's minds that, hey, this has to be checked for. So we started working originally with Robert Wood Johnson because they were giving free prostate cancer screenings, and we wanted to donate our money for the bike-a-thon to that to continue that program. That program has weaved in through a couple different variations, but for the most part, 95% of all of the money that we bring in goes towards some sort of prostate cancer research or testing or funding for testing.
What do you think inspired you to have a bike ride?
Well, I'm an avid cyclist, and it was just kind of my mom's idea to do a bike-a-thon as a form of, as a form of fundraiser. So it started off very, very small and very intimate, and it's grown into, what we have here today, which is, right now we've had hundreds of riders that have come through and enjoyed our beautiful scenic routes in Somerset and Franklin Township. So just want to continue to grow it and make it even bigger.
And we can see from the parking lot behind us that the riders are showing up. They've been showing up and pre-registering online. You can still register now if you want to. Let's see, do we have time to still register for the 50-miler?
Yes. Yeah, so even if you get here a little bit later, as long as you're on site and registration, we're not going to shut registration down until after 9 o'clock. So as long as you get here and get registered, you can go out and do any of the rides, including we do have a 3-mile walk as well. So
wow, is that new?
No, that's been going on for a while. So that usually starts around about 9:30, 10 o'clock. But that's another way. Even if you can't ride a bike and you want to support, you can come out and you can walk.
It's just it's a multi-purpose and a multi-heart issue here, Franklin, that as I tripped on my words to open this segment, that we're very focused on women's issues. We're very focused on breast cancer, as we should be. Nonetheless, we must be cognizant of this insidious danger called prostate cancer. And that is why the Spruills have made this happen. And every year they raise funds to create awareness, to give opportunities for detection and for treatment. And that's what this is all about. So we need your support, Franklin. Most people have registered already online, and as David said, that you can still register now in person and get on a bicycle. And you don't have to ride 9,000 miles an hour. You can be leisurely. And again, David, you've set up all the routes.
Yes, I have.
So tell us how beautiful they are. And the advantage is not that we're trying to race. This is not a contest as to who finishes first. This is a contest of one's own ability to ride and to contribute, to show your support throughout the community. Because when people see all of these bikers, they're going to know this is for prostate cancer awareness from the RCDCU organization.
Yep, for sure. So the routes, the routes themselves go through some of the nicest roads in Franklin, along the canal, the river, so forth, through some farmland, and in our 50-mile route, there's some hill challenges and so forth. But just for the most part, we wanted to showcase just our township. We wanted to show everybody hey, how beautiful our township really is. So you'll get to see a lot of the farmlands and just beautiful scenic routes throughout Franklin Township with as minimal cars as possible. We tried. We can't get rid of all the cars, but we tried to find routes that give you a little bit more leisurely rides without so much traffic and so forth.
And I think people have grown accustomed to seeing the bikers for RCDCU.
Yeah.
So they're polite. They give the right of way and wave and cheer the bikers on because they know what it really means, what the significance is.
Yeah, true. I mean, we've been doing this for the third Saturday of September for, like I said, since 2009. So they know when they see people out, that's what this is. And this is the only event going on in Franklin Township on the third Saturday of September as far as a bike ride is concerned. So we're not conflicting with anybody else, so people know exactly what's going on.
So tell us about today's schedule.
Well, schedule, I mean, this is kind of a loose schedule, I'll say, but we are going to try and shoot our 50 milers off at 8:30, which is in about 15 minutes. And then a 30 milers off at 9. So our primary goal is to try and get everybody back here around the same amount of time so that everybody can enjoy the free lunch and, just camaraderie and friendship and so forth that the bike community offers. So that's where, that's kind of our primary goal.
Are you riding today?
I am.
Okay, Franklin, you should also know that the Franklin Reporter and Advocate editor, Mr. Bill Bowman, is also going to be riding. So look for him and wave if you see him. I'm not going to tell you which miles thing he's doing because that is yet to be determined, I think. But he's going to be out there. He rides every year. He rides in support of prostate cancer and in honor of three people in his life who he rides to raise funds for. So we appreciate that, Bill Bowman. And Dave, this is just such an extraordinary effort. And we just see the beginnings of the crowd starting to gather, at least in the parking lot. And some are inside. And again, the 50 mile, 30 mile, 10 mile, and the 3 mile walk, Franklin. So you still have time to register for any of those. And again, you don't have to get on a bike. That's why the mile walk was put into place. But it's the camaraderie and it's the conjoining, once again, of Franklin Township giving back to Franklin Township and beyond. How does somebody contribute to this effort if they can't bike today?
You can go to our website, which is rcdcubike.org, and contribute there. We take donations and so forth. And once again, all of the proceeds go towards the prostate cancer research and free testing and so forth. So, outside of a very minimal administration fees, unlike other organizations, we are once again we are a non-for-profit, but there are some organizational fees that have to be taken into consideration. But I would say 98% of all of the money that is gathered goes into prostate cancer research and to help fund the free testings and so forth like that. So please, at any point in time, like I said, it's rcdcubike.org. You can donate at any time and know that your money's going to a good cause.
And if you come here today, again, at the community center, right off DeMott Lane, right behind the police station and the Villagers Theater, that there is information also to be had about detection sites and treatment sites.
Yes, that's true. We have all of that information here, so you can come get anything you need, and we can help direct you into the right locations to get stuff done.
That's it's an invaluable service that you provide on an annual basis. David Spruill, who is also, as you can tell, he is a biker, and he is going to be riding, as well as Bill Bowman, throughout the community today to raise funds for prostate cancer awareness, detection, and treatment. It's the RCDCU Bike-a-thon, and it's getting ready to kick off very soon. So come on down, be a part, Franklin. Be a part of this effort. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll be checking in with you later. And I think Bill Bowman's going to be checking in during the course of his rides and TikToking and doing what he does to keep you informed as to what's happening. So stay tuned, Franklin, and we'll be back.